Hello everybody, it's me, your favorite Italian streamer, Italian Gamer Joe. Welcome to a new night of streams. Tonight I'm going to show you a project that I made. It is a Nancy Drew inspired mystery game that I made back when I was in elementary school. And it's called Detective Joe. For those of you that maybe have seen me play Nancy Drew games, you're probably thinking, oh, okay, so maybe this is inspired by Nancy Drew, and you are 100% correct. When I was in elementary school and highly anticipating new Nancy Drew games, I would be creating my very own PowerPoint detective game mysteries, and one of them is a game called Detective Joe: Rise of the Axe. Joe is a detective, and he goes and tries to find out why accidents are happening at a circus, and it's up to him to kind of like put the pieces together and figure out who the culprit could be. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I will be playing through Detective Joe: Rise of the Axe. So without further ado, I know you seem really excited, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so this is the way it looks, and I developed all these games in PowerPoint. J Adventures was the logo that I created for myself as like a pretend company. Me and my like entrepreneurial spirit. Rise of the Axe. I even had a case file, and it says, "Thanks to Detective S. Holmes, an old friend of mine that helped me solve the Snowed-In case." Snowed-In is another game that I made. I am now on my way to the circus. Apparently, a series of mysterious accidents have been happening to the performers, causing them to quit and leave. The owner of the circus, Tony Carell, claims that the occurrences are just construction accidents, but I beg to differ. Tony Carell has given me a job as the new general assistant, so I can snoop around more easily. Is this decades-old circus finally losing its legs, or is something more sinister at work? So that's the mystery. We're going to go ahead and jump into the new game. Carol Wonder Circus, 7 o'clock p.m. Detective S. Holmes. So we're on the phone right now. "Joe, are you at the circus yet? It's Detective S. Holmes." "I can hear you, Detective. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to solve this case." "No problem. I would be there to help you, but unfortunately, I'm out of the state." "Don't worry, Detective. I'll try my best. What can you tell me about the ringmaster here?" "Tony Carell is a friend of mine that owns the town circus. Apparently odd accidents have been going on there, so I'll need you to go in and investigate undercover." "Undercover? That's awesome. Am I going to be a clown, a trapeze artist, Don't get carried away, Joe. Tony's going to have you as the new assistant. He'll give you the do's and don'ts of the job." "Got it. Is there anything else I need to know?" "Here's the most important part. Whenever you see something of interest, it will look something like this on your phone. There are location arrows that you can move." So basically, he's just explaining how the game works. "That's it. Good luck, Joe. I won't be able to talk to you until next week, so if you need anything, just talk to Tony." "Will do. Goodbye." So here we are. The bottom of the screen says I should head over to Tony's trailer to see what I have to do. So this is all Photoshop that I did, well, more like Microsoft Paint. And it used to be daytime, and then I changed it to like a nighttime thing. What I should have done, though, was a blue filter, and I didn't know. But yeah. So this is Tony. "You must be the detective. I'm Tony, the ringmaster and owner of this circus. And your name is?" "My name is Joe. I can't wait to start. This place looks breathtaking." Let me go back a slide. I accidentally. Okay. "It all started with a trapeze accident. Alyssa the Beautiful, a trapeze artist, got injured. Luckily, it wasn't fatal. Unfortunately, this wasn't the last we saw of the accidents. A few days later, a bomb exploded in the cafeteria, and a few weeks after that, someone broke into my top performer's dressing room and ravaged the place." "Have you called the police?" "I can't call the police. If I do, I'll be forced to close the circus for weeks, maybe months. I can't afford to do that with this economy." "So what do you want me to do?" "Since my manager, Poppy, is handling some phone calls, I'm going to need you to assist the performers as well as the employees here. I believe this list will come in handy. If you have any information about the case, let me know. Anyway, it's cold out here. Why don't you come inside and we can talk a bit more?" So this goes to the first part of the game, which I'm going to have to open next. Okay, so Act 1, the circus. This is a 4 PowerPoint presentation experience, so I'm going to go ahead and load it up. This is the first PowerPoint. And this is the Carell, like, trailer. It's very like bare bones, and I like did some photo work. Paradise Place is Danger in Paradise. That's another mystery game I made. Circus code language. So as you can see here, they all had their own like secret code that they were communicating with, and that's just a piece of it. We're gonna go ahead and talk to Tony. Tony Corral, Ringmaster. Did anything happen to you by any chance? Well, not yet. Do you think someone is trying to make me close the circus by committing the accidents? It's possible. Do you think one of the loan sharks or an unhappy employee could be doing this? I've had to get rid of a few employees to keep up my debts. This all sounds so fishy, Tony. I have to get to the bottom of this. If you need anything at all, I'll be glad to help. Where can I find Poppy? You can find him in the employees' lounge. Just let him know that I sent you and that he'll get you to work on your chores. Do you think Poppy might have anything to do with the accidents? Poppy has been a very loyal employee to me. For years. He wouldn't do something like this. What makes you so sure? You see, Poppy and me go way back. He actually helped me build this circus to what it is today. Then why are you the sole owner of the circus? Poppy was scared of investing his time and money into something like this, so he manages the circus in his spare time from his other job. My employees, well, there's Paul, the security guard. You can find him in his office. Then there's Alyssa and Johnny, my top performers. You can find them in the dressing rooms almost all the time. And Poppy, my manager, you can be found in the employees' dressing room. Do you think one of them might have something to do with the accidents? That's your job to find out, Detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a performance to get ready for tonight. So, I can't have unhappy employees on stage. Goodbye. So basically, we can't really do much else here, and we have a list of like the suspects and a map. So here's the map, and we can basically go to all these different locations in the game. We're gonna start with the employees' lounge and go see Poppy. The one and only, you must be Joe. It's about time you're here. The circus is going down faster than molasses on pancakes, and I've had no time to do my assistant's work. Is it because of the accidents? Yup, I can't take any more of these threats. Look, I'm going to need you to assist Johnny Dare and Alyssa the Beautiful for me. Whenever you want to start, just head over to the dressing room. Until then, you can explore the circus a bit. Have fun while you're here. Thanks. What can you tell me about the reoccurring accidents? I think that someone isn't too happy about Tommy's rampage. Tony's rampage? It's a long story. So Tony had a rampage. What did you mean when you said Tony's rampage? One day, Tony was so mad he fired half the staff at our circus for no reason. Didn't anyone complain? Not at all. You see, people fear Tony. He's a bit crazy if you ask me. Tony told me that you two go way back. Yeah, I did help him purchase this circus, but the only reason why I'm here now is that I feel bad for the guy. You see, Tony isn't very smart business-wise, and I'm here to help his business rise to the top. But with all these accidents, let's just say they're putting a hole in our grand scheme. So apparently the circus doesn't have a lot of financial assistance, and it's just, yeah, there's some stuff going on here. There's a locker, and then there's another locker we have to find out the combinations for. This is the first, our locker is this, and the combination is this secret code. So we have to basically figure out what the secret code is. We can also go to this back room, and you can see here there's old equipment up here, but it's too high, so we have to use this ladder. But we need tools to fix it. The tools are in the locker, but we don't know the locker combination, so we'll have to figure that out. We can also go to security, and there's Paul. Paul, you must be the new employee. I'm Paul Lanyard, the security guard. Nice to meet you. I'm Joe. So are you asking about a death wish or something? Asking for a death wish. What do you mean? I mean, this place is covered with accidents. It's been difficult trying to keep up with them, let alone avoiding them. I was sitting right next to the cafeteria bomb. Do you think someone is trying to scare Tony away from the circus? I don't think so. You see, Tony doesn't put $1 into this place, and he expects it to work for another decade. He's crazy. Security system. That's quite a security system you got there. It's one of the only new investments that Tony's ever made at this circus. The system emits a luminous bright light that detects any mysterious beings in the area. It's state of the art. Mysterious beings. What were you able to find any evidence with it? I did find one mysterious slip. The only problem is that it's a code of some kind. Can I see the mysterious slip? Maybe I might be able to solve it for you. You'll have to do something for me first. Sure. What do you need me to do? The security camera at the entrance of the circus needs to be recalibrated. If you could just fix it for me, I would really appreciate it. The directions to calibrating it are on to the right of me. Once you're finished, the slip is all yours. I'll get right to it. Well, technically it's to the left of him, but it's his right, our left, I guess. So we need to take a picture of this because this is going to help us for the security camera. It's a little pamphlet that tells you like what to do. And then we can't look at Paul's stuff because he's kind of there right now. So we'll have to wait till he's gone. And the security camera is somewhere over here. It's like a little like pixel hunt. Okay. So now we can open it up, and then the model, it says here, open the inside flap of the outer tray of the security camera. Enter the default code of the camera located on the tray. So it's 2678. Cool. And then it says detach the blue wire from the green circuit and place it onto the yellow circuit. So blue wire from the green circuit and place it on yellow. Remove the orange shield protecting the eyeball. Place the inside flap back onto the outer layer. Your system will now notify you with a green light. It should be working now. Hey Joe, I see that you finally fixed the camera. Nice job. So about our deal. A deal's a deal. The slip is in my locker. The combination is 961. So Paul's locker combination is 961. So we can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and let's go back to the employee lounge and use Paul's locker. So it's 961 and now it's open. It says here, it looks like cologne. It's a wedding ring. I wonder why Paul doesn't wear it. And that should be the other wear. So this is a very interesting slip that Paul found, and we're going to have to use it at some point. And the code is lemon, peach, banana, cherry, apple. Okay. So now we know the code. We can go ahead and leave. And we're going to have to figure out this code as well. So let me go ahead and take a picture of it because we're going to need it. We're going to have to decode it in order to open our locker because our locker has the tools inside it. So unless I just hack it, I'm going to hack it. Okay, here we go. So we got to the toolbox. Let's go ahead and take it. So this is kind of like one of those classic Nancy Drew puzzles where you have to like put shapes that look similar, but if you fuck it up, like you'll get an injury. So I wish I would have did it so that you didn't have to go through all that like backtracking, but this is what happens. You find a note inside and then it's a circus code language. So it's basically alphanumeric again. And that's pretty much all it does. If we go to the dressing room, there's basically two rooms you can go into. This one's Johnny Dare. And then it says the drawer is locked. Maybe the key is hidden here somewhere. I have to wait till I'm alone. So let's talk to Johnny. And you must be the new assistant that Poppy hired. Oh yes, I'm Joe. I'm a huge fan of your performances. Why, thank you. You've made my day. In fact, I'm not even going to let those silly accidents get to me. My fans need me. Can you tell me about the accidents, Johnny? It's nothing to worry about, my dear fan. They're just silly pranks. I don't think a bomb explosion in the cafeteria is a prank, Johnny. You sure ask a lot of questions for an assistant. My last one never made a peep. Sorry, I'm just a bit snoopy. These pranks are harmless, trust me. So Johnny doesn't think the pranks mean anything. Ah, yes, I'm going to need you to make me some of my specialty that I always drink before performance. Here are the instructions. Make sure you do everything that they say, otherwise I cannot go up and perform in front of all those people later. I'll get right to it. So these are the instructions, and if you fuck it up and you can trash it, which is kind of cool. So like anything you do trashes it. But if you serve it, you can kill Johnny or like pass him out on accident. So don't do that. Put in 3 scoopfuls of pink sugar. So let's look for the pink sugar. 1, 2, 3. A spoonful of chocolate chips. Oh, I fucked it up. Okay. 1, 2, 3 chocolate chips. Cherries and blueberries. A pinch of spinach. Marshmallows. 1 minute in the microwave. So we're waiting for it. Did you bring me my tea? Here you go. Thank you, Joe. I'm now ready for the performance tonight. Let's talk later. I have to practice my act. Alyssa will be looking for you if you haven't assisted her yet. So basically, he won't talk to us yet, but now we're going to talk to Alyssa instead. Alyssa, who are you? Can't you see that I'm getting my makeup on for the performance later? I'm sorry, Poppy hired me to assist you. My name is Joe. It's about time the old man does something right. I'm Alyssa Thorndale, also known as Alyssa the Beautiful. Alyssa, I heard you were injured because of my mysterious accidents. Yes, I did get injured. The net that was supposed to be up just in case I fall while practicing somehow fell to the ground when I landed on it mid-air. Were you okay? Luckily, nothing serious happened, and I can perform tonight, too. Do you think someone here doesn't like you and is causing the accidents to make you leave? Well, Johnny can be a very competitive performer. I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to do with it. In fact, the other day I saw Johnny in the prop room. He was fiddling with this odd box and talking on his cell phone about publicity stunts. You think Johnny is causing the accidents to put attention onto the circus? Look, it was just a thought. Oh, and none of this talk leaves this room, got that? What talk? I'm beginning to like you, Joe. Now that you ask, I do need you to do something for me. The pipes in my sink have decided not to work, causing a near flood experience. I'll need you to get this mess cleaned first and then reconnect the pipes. One newly working sink coming right up. So I think the sink... I don't think we can solve the puzzle yet because we have to get access to the you have to clean the mess first. So we're gonna go to the cafeteria where the that first accident happened. And as you can see here, this is kind of like where the first bomb exploded. But if you go to the back here, there's a janitor's closet. Poppy has the key. So if we talk to Poppy, the keys are actually in the cafeteria. If the bomb incident didn't move them, they should be right under the Pepsi machine. Okay, so if we go under the Pepsi machine, there's a hidden, okay, now here's the key. I could use that mop to clean the pipe mess that Alyssa was talking about. So now it's like another similar puzzle to the other ones. This is inspired by Nancy Drew. So, we're basically just helping Alyssa put her pipes back together. This should work now. Thank you so much, Joe. You're 100 times better than my last assistant. No problem. Let's talk later. I must get to my beauty work. This doesn't come naturally, you know. So none of the suspects want to talk right now, but we did learn something new from Alyssa, which is that if you go to the performance tent, there's something interesting in there. But before we do that, we're going to go to Midway Games, and this is kind of cool. I programmed a minigame arcade situation where one duck gives you a loser sign and one duck gives you a winner sign. So if you play, there's all these ducks, and one will always give you a prize. So I just won a prize, and you can collect them all. And what you do is you choose a prize to win for next time. So if you play and you play again, you can basically win new prizes. So now I won a Jack's game. If you do it again, you can just keep winning prizes. I mean, because it's a PowerPoint game, I can't randomize the ducks. So you could kind of spam it. There's a balloon popping game where you have to get to the green balloons but avoid the red ones, otherwise you lose. And you get different prizes for each game. So the more times you complete the games, you can collect more prizes. And the prizes end up becoming more extravagant the more you play. So, but for these you gotta be careful with because, they're not. These games are not fair at all. They are just not fair at all. And this one can, that one can make you lose instantly. So some of these can make you lose. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward them though because they're just not fair. Oh no, wait, it's the same. Okay, I guess I was wrong then. And then finally, there's skee ball. Skee ball, you have to just hit the right ones and avoid the green. You have to avoid the reds. So if you hit the reds, you get better luck next time. So that's pretty much how that works. Now we're gonna go to the performance tent. This is the performance tent, which was photoshopped by me. There's a cat here. The cat is sitting on something. Maybe if I get it some food, I'll get it to move. So if you use the food on the cat, it'll make it disappear, and then you can add the key to your inventory. I bet this is the key to backstage, and then we can't go up to the other areas yet, so we have to just go to the key backstage. This is the backstage area. There must be a way to open this box. Why did it have to be me? And then Johnny leaves. I wonder what's inside that box. So what'll happen is we can now investigate the box, and as you can see here, it's the fruit puzzle. So if I go ahead and do the sequence, lemon, peach, banana, cherry, apple. It'll open the box. Joe, come quick. There's a bomb in my dressing room. I heard a beeping noise in the vent. That's when I realized that something was there. So if you look at the ceiling, you'll see like a red dot that's just like flashing. So if you click it, you'll see the bomb. And then which wire do we cut first? Okay, we cause an explosion. Foolish detective dies playing with bomb. So now it kind of brings you back to like a second chance scenario. And we have to redo it. Okay. And then I'm not going to do that because cancel. Okay, so that finishes the first PowerPoint. Now we're going to go to the second one, which is the accident. This is part 2 of 3. So let's go ahead and start it. Carol Wonder Circus performance, 10 o'clock p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the circus. It is now time for what you've been waiting for. We give you Johnny Dare. Thank you. Let's begin. I should go snooping around now that I have the chance during this performance. So as you can see here, I did like little animations and I did some like cars outside and like little trapeze and like artists. It's like stupid, silly stuff. And then let's see. I don't think there's anything out here. I think that Paul is no longer in security. So we can try to like do this. And this is a number sequence. I'm not sure what the number sequence does, but I'm going to use it anyway. Okay. I don't know what it does. We're going to have to find out. So Poppy's at his locker. And then he left. So if we go to the employees lounge, we can go to Poppy's locker now, and we can see why does Poppy have circus tent blueprints? And then it says trapeze tent 1990, and it's like some schematics. And if you look here, there's like a number sequence. And if you look closely, this is the same number sequence as what Paul had in his security booth. So Paul had found a sticky note, I guess, of the number sequence, and the sequences match the security booth's sequences. So that's a hint. That's a clue. There's also markers from the threatening notes in there. Let's see. Was there anything else? I don't think there was anything else we could find in these rooms. It's the same note. So there wasn't much. There wasn't other evidence we could find in here. Let's see. What else could we do in here? The cafeteria was also just another. If we go to the dressing rooms, though, you'll see here, enter code, please, and they're locked. So unfortunately, we can't go into the dressing rooms until we figure out what the code is to their rooms. In order to do that, we have to go to Tony's office. So Tony's office is dark, and we have to find the light switch, which is somewhere around here. It's a pixel hunt for the light switch. Come on. Where is it? It'll turn into a hand symbol. Oh, it's like Where's Waldo, but in the dark. Okay. We got it. It's so cheesy. Okay, so now if we can look at some stuff. This is a note about a closed circus tent where a man named Dominic Correll performed crazy stunts. Is it Tony's father, maybe? I should look for that strange tent. And then enter password. And then these are all the passwords. And I don't remember, I think these spell out numbers. And I don't remember, what exactly the code is. So I'm going to close the game and then, access the computer because I don't remember what the password was. Welcome, Tony. Code change. The codes to Alyssa's and Johnny's rooms have been changed and have been converted to the signs that you requested for. Thank you for using Lockmaster Central. So we have to use the original symbols to convert those codes into codes that Johnny and Alyssa has. So again, it's the circus code language. Mobile codes. These are passwords for all mobile phones that are given to circus employees. So we don't need that right now, but we'll need it at some point. Dear Loan Shark Industries, I am requesting more time to pay off my lofty debts, if that's possible. My circus has unfortunately failed to accumulate enough profit due to a raged bomber. I apologize for the incontinence. Okay, first off, it should be inconvenience, not incontinence. Um, Incontinence means something completely different, and if you read this, he's apologizing for his lack of bladder control instead of his inconvenience. So when I wrote this, I guess I just didn't realize that it should have said inconvenience instead of incontinence. Dear Loan Shark Industries, I am requesting more time to pay for my lofty debts. The bomber has continued his or her rages, and I understand the interest heavy interest charges per day. I cannot pay the money that you asked for these past 2 weeks. The fee is too much to handle, and my circus must close. I'm requesting that I get a few more days to pay the sum of $5,000 to you. So I guess Tommy is really struggling, like deeply struggling. So we're gonna go ahead and leave. Oh my god. Sorry, my alert box just kind of like shocked me, and that was not supposed to happen because I'm not even streaming right now. This is all just a recording, but I guess they still run when people follow me. So thanks for the follow, random person that I'm not even streaming to right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. We are gonna go to the dressing rooms, and then I'm gonna hack it so that we don't have to figure out what the code is. But yeah, it's an easy way. It's pretty easy to do it. It's a good thing I have night vision goggles, so now we can like look around. The drawer's locked, and the key is somewhere in here. It's in Johnny's jacket. Rollerblade through a ring of fire. Get chased by 10 rhinos. Eating 100 hot dogs. So there's a lot we can do here. Circus performers make a lot of money. Okay, so the code for Johnny's cell phone we can figure out from the room, and if you figure it out, it just shows a text message that says, "Johnny, these publicity stunts are working out perfectly. Keep up the good work and don't get yourself killed. Your brother Nick." So apparently Johnny may be committing the accidents as publicity stunts, and then we go to Lissa's room. And then you can open up her purse, and then there's more stuff in here. The title says The Normal World. Is Alyssa thinking of quitting the circus? Dirt-flavored gum. Yeah, that's odd. If Alyssa hates Johnny so much, why is there a picture of him in her purse? A checkbook. It doesn't appear to be used much. Watermelon-flavored gum. Apparently my character eats it. It's rude. And then there should be a cell phone in here too, but I guess not. Maybe the cell phone is not here. I guess there was just the one cell phone. Okay. So now what we have to do is, if there's actually a circus tent that's closed, and it's actually in this area right here. So if you click it, this becomes a mouse avoider puzzle that you have to basically cross in order to get from point A to point B. But it's more obscure. It's kind of weird. Like you have to use a 2x4. And then, like, you have to get to this puzzle, and then, like, a wolf can kill you. I don't know. It's very obscure, and I do not like the way I designed this, because I don't even remember how I did this. I'm not a big fan of how I did this, to be honest. This is very rushed. But you can basically hack it by right-clicking in PowerPoint and just getting to here. And this is it. This must be the special tent that I read about. I should investigate. So, basically, this is the tent. And if you go to the thing here, you'll see that there's these little knobs that you can pull, and then the knobs pertain to the ones we saw in the picture. And I think all you have to do is just make them sequential. And once you do that, it should open up, and basically an elevator appears in the room, and you can actually use the elevator. So it's like this 3D elevator that appears from the bottom of the floor. Super animating. And then it shows the first person perspective of the elevator closing, and if you push the button, the elevator like slowly starts to like go down, and then you can see like the elevator doors moving. So that's part 2, and then part 3 is the finale. So let's go ahead and jump to the finale. Okay, so here's the finale. We're opening the elevator, and then there's Poppy. Hello, Joe, or should I say Detective Joe. What is this place? You don't know? This is Dominic Carell's secret chamber. When Tony's father died, he secretly left a will to his son. Since I'm Tony's manager, I got the first call. Dominic gave Tony instructions to this secret chamber, as well as a fortune to last him for life. So you decided to cause the accidents, hoping that you could drive him away from the circus. Exactly. Then you came along, the big hero. Well, guess what, detective? The hero loses tonight. So Poppy runs away and closes the cave thing, and the elevator, I guess, is not stable enough to go back up. So now we're kind of in this situation where we have to find a light again. Reusing puzzles. Where is the light? Bring back my light. Okay. I'm going to drown if I don't do something. So water is filling up in the cave, and then what happens is you have to be careful because there's no trial and error here. You just kind of have to keep hitting retry. Where can I put this rock? You can put the rock on there, and then it'll cover it. And then we have to figure out a way to get out of here. But you gotta be careful because if you're not careful, it can screw things up. We found a bomb, and then we put the bomb on the rock. We can explode it, but we have to light it somehow. And then we found some kind of lighter mechanism, and then we can use this to explode it. So as you can see here, we exploded it, and now we can escape. Okay, so technically it's not ironic. It's actually coincidentally enough, but back in the day, I confused ironic with coincidentally. Ironically enough, Dominic's chamber exit was in the new tent, and we were able to catch Poppy. Poppy confessed about everything that he did, the accidents, threats, even the loaning issues. He was soon arrested. His trial is yet to come, not trail. As for Alyssa and Johnny, they decided to quit the circus and lead normal lives as normal people. Johnny even proposed to her after the performance. Tony, on the other hand, is happy about all the publicity that his circus gained, and with or without his best performers, he's going to rise to the axe once again. And that pretty much concludes the game, and then this is the next preview. When a bird-watching volunteer project sends me to a cozy island off the coast of England, I can't help but feel a little excited. But when I get there, I soon realize that cozy is the last thing this island is, especially when a murderer is at loose. Help me uncover a centuries-old secret on an abandoned island in my latest case, Curse of Grey Rock Island. So Curse of Grey Rock Island is the final Detective Joe game that I created, and it was also the most intense Curse of game that I created. I made Curse of Grey Rock Island on Keynote instead of PowerPoint, so that one will have to be recorded separately. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed Rise of the Axe. That was, like I said, it was a circus-themed game. And I was like a kid when I was a teenager when I made that. So a lot of the references, a lot of the jokes, and a lot of the stuff were just based on things that were popular at the time. And it was just a very interesting experience for me because I was a really big fan. I'm still a really big fan of the Nancy Drew games, and that kind of helped me anticipate future Nancy Drew games. So I hope you enjoyed watching it tonight. It's a really cheesy game that I made as a kid, and it's fun being able to show some of those experiences. Anyway, I hope you had fun tonight. Hope you got the chance to enjoy some of that detective stuff. This is one of the reasons why Nancy Drew games inspire people. They inspired me to become a developer and even indie game developer, even though I haven't made a game yet and I'm still making real ones. I'm excited that these experiences helped shape me into getting into more of a STEM field and to, embrace that creativity of mine. So thank you, Nancy Drew games, for doing that for me. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and whatever time it is, I hope you have a great day, great night, and tune in next time for the next one, which will be Curse of Grey Rock Island. Italian Gamer Joe is signing